In the rhythm of everyday life, we often wait for the big milestones to celebrate the promotions, anniversaries, weddings, or buying a home. But there is something powerful, something deeply nourishing about celebrating the small wins together as couples and lovers. It's not just about grand gestures. It's about noticing and honoring the little victories that happen along the way and what they mean for your relationship. Every relationship thrives on connection, affirmation, and shared joy. When couples learn to recognize and celebrate small wins, like completing a tough week, reaching a personal goal, resolving a disagreement, or even just making time for a meaningful conversation, they build a foundation of support that strengthens love from the inside out. These small wins are often overlooked, but they're the very threads that weave closeness into your shared journey. When you celebrate small wins with your partner, you're saying, "I see you. I notice your efforts. I'm in this with you." And that simple act can be incredibly powerful. It builds emotional intimacy. It helps each person feel valued and appreciated. And over time, it creates a positive feedback loop. The more you celebrate each other, the more encouraged you feel to keep growing and showing up for one another. Celebrating small wins doesn't require elaborate plans or expensive gifts. It's often as simple as a sincere "I'm proud of you," a smile, a high five, or a shared toast over dinner. And when you both acknowledge them, you create a culture of mutual encouragement. Sometimes the celebration is quiet, a knowing look, a gentle touch, a warm hug. It's the unspoken way of saying, "You did it. We did it. We did it. This matters." They become reminders that your relationship is a team, not just in the hard times, but in the joyful ones too. One of the most beautiful aspects of celebrating small wins together is how it shifts your focus from what's missing to what's present. Instead of dwelling on what didn't go right or what's still left to do, you start noticing progress, effort, and intention. And gratitude changes the energy of a relationship. It brings lightness, even in stressful seasons. Think about it. When was the last time you and your partner paused to appreciate the little things? These may seem small on the surface, but they're signs of growth, resilience, and love, and they deserve to be acknowledged. Celebrating these moments also helps you stay connected. Life gets busy. Responsibilities pile up. Days blur into one another. But when you take time to stop, look each other in the eye, and say, "You did great," or "We made it," you reset the connection. You remind each other that you're not alone. You're in this life together, and every step matters. Couples who celebrate small wins tend to have stronger emotional bonds. They communicate more openly. They feel safer with each other. And they're creating a space where each person feels seen not just for what they accomplish, but for who they are. It also builds momentum. The more you celebrate the little things, the more motivation you'll both have to keep going. Success builds on success, even in relationships. Recognizing progress, no matter how small, keeps you focused on your shared growth instead of your setbacks. It's a mindset shift, and it can make all the difference. Let's say your partner has been trying to eat healthier, and they made a great choice at dinner. A simple compliment, like, "I noticed you chose something really nourishing tonight. That's awesome," can go a long way. That acknowledgement is a celebration, too, of vulnerability, of honesty, of connection. Celebrating small wins also deepens empathy. When you take time to recognize what your partner is experiencing and celebrate their effort, you become more attuned to their inner world. You learn what matters to them. You understand what they're working toward. And that helps you show up more intentionally in the relationship. It can be helpful to create rituals around your celebrations. Maybe you have a tradition of sharing your daily wins before bed. These rituals don't have to be grand. They just have to be consistent. It's the intention behind them that makes them meaningful. Another powerful way to celebrate small wins is through words. Verbal affirmations are incredibly powerful in romantic relationships. Telling your partner, "You inspire me," or "I noticed how hard you worked today," or "Thank you for staying calm when things got tense," reminds them that their efforts are seen. And when both partners do this, it creates a culture of emotional generosity. Celebrating doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to highlight progress, even in the midst of imperfection. There will be seasons when the big wins are far apart. Maybe you're going through a rough patch. Maybe life feels uncertain. In those times, the small wins become even more important. They become the reminders that your relationship is still growing, still moving forward, still anchored in care. Don't wait for the mountaintop moments to celebrate. Learn to find the joy in every step of the climb. Celebrating small wins together creates a powerful emotional safety net. It helps both partners feel like their efforts are worth something. It reminds each person that love is a journey, not just about where you're going, but how you're growing along the way. And when you take time to acknowledge and enjoy those little victories, you make the journey richer. So celebrate when you both wake up early to start the day with intention. Celebrate when you navigate conflict with grace. Celebrate when you laugh together after a long day. These are not small things. These are the moments that build lasting love. In the end, it's not about the scale of the win. It's about the shared meaning behind it. It's about saying, "We're in this together, and every step you take matters to me." Because when you celebrate the little things together, you're not just making memories, you're making meaning. And in love, that meaning is everything.